Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up guys, Unofficial Star Wars here. I hope you're all doing well, and in this video we have a new reveal, some new teases about the upcoming Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Of course, we're gonna go ahead, hop right on into it, break it all down for you guys, everything that we know and everything that we're anticipating right now. Before we do though, however, grab the subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. In this video, we are going to be taking a quick read from one of my favorites out there, StarWarsNewsNet.com. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there, as well as an overall garnering source. Kerry Condon has praised the Skeleton Crew show, saying that it's playful and quite lovely all around. It's been all quiet on the Skeleton Crew front for quite a bit. That's why I'm so excited about this video, but that may be subject to change in the near future. Though the Acolyte is in the immediate Star Wars future and is already beginning its promoting and marketing as it's ramping up for directly after the Bad Batch's third and final season wraps up here this week at the time of recording and publishing this video with the show's finale, Skeleton Crew has also been announced to be coming out a little bit later this year, sometime between November or December, or really just the overall fall/winter of this year. The series is led by Jude Law, but we also know that Oscar nominee actress Kerry Condon has a key role throughout the show as well. And now Kerry has come forward, has opened up about her experience about working on this overall show, giving us some inside details here and some teases for what we can anticipate with the upcoming Skeleton Crew. So recently, speaking to Variety.com, as she was promoting the release of In the Land of Saints and Sinners on Netflix UK Ireland, Condon was asked about her experience on the set of Skeleton Crew at the same time, by which she shot before her career-defining role in the Banshees show had came out there as well. She was apparently very pleased with how this show has come together and has come out, and how it has really worked overall as just very lovely to work on, and how it's come out for one thing, but also for another, of what an opportunity is to work on this overall show here. She says all of this here in quote, "It's so great. I don't even have kids, but I'd pay to see this. I loved it. I loved being in it. There was something about it that was just so innocent and playful and lovely. People say, don't work with kids or animals, but I don't know about that. And also when children are good actors, they're kind of out of this world good." So watching some of the kid scenes, it was amazing. Jude Law's in it, and I've worked with him before, but it's really adventurous, and they got such great directors for each episode. The Daniels, Bryce Dallas Howard, Lee Isaac Chung, David Lowery. It was a pretty amazing group, and of course John Watts, who had created the whole thing as well. I don't need that quote right there. Bit of a bombshell reveal there of everything in the mixture going on with the upcoming Skeleton Crew, name dropping a bunch of the directors. I can't confirm that we've known about all of those different directors. Bryce Dallas Howard, the Daniels from Everything Everywhere and All at Once, that movie, Lee Isaac Chung, David Lowery, all being directors for at least one episode throughout this entire series, is going to prove quite excellent. Those are all such phenomenal directors and creatives working on this show. Also John Watts, who is at the helm of everything here, kind of the showrunner alongside Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, joining in the mix of the Mandoverse. John Watts having directed the MCU Spider-Man trilogy. I mean, come on, that's enough right there. And then having all these other creatives and directors hopping on board such as Daniels, Bryce Dallas Howard, Lee Isaac Chung, David Lowery, is just honestly mind-blowing, and is something that I'm looking so forward to, just let alone from the list of talented creatives and directors working on this show. I think it also goes hand in hand with a whole nother thing of praising the kids, the kid actors on this overall show. Usually not a lot of people like working with kids or animals on set because it can get quite difficult and it just isn't all that fun of an experience. However, when it came to Connery and her kind of talking and discussing a bit about that, it was nothing but good, and that these kids were able to really act actually pretty decently and pretty well, and also kind of praising the kids. Like when kids usually do act good, it's normally out of this world kind of good, and she's definitely true and very right so on that. I'm also just kind of surprised from the get-go that she had revealed anything about Skeleton Crew, let alone this much about Skeleton Crew here. Usually I feel like when somebody would be asked about a project like Skeleton Crew, probably just have no comment on it. They probably wouldn't be able to say all that much about it. Hopefully she doesn't get in any trouble. She didn't give us any spoilers necessarily, but we do have some pretty big reveals here, as I had mentioned, and it just makes me so much more excited, all the more excited for Skeleton Crew coming out a little bit later this year, sometime around November or December is the last that we had heard for some type of release date on this Disney Plus show. And as I had also mentioned, for the meantime, it seems that the shift of focus, promoting and marketing, as we're already beginning to see ramp up more and more, not as if not already kind of full steam ahead, is for the Acolyte. Now, Carrie Condon's role in the series hasn't been disclosed yet, but it seems to be rather a large, or just much more of a main kind of character lead role, if for anything, if we had to take a solid guess at it, both from the announcement at Star Wars Celebration last year in 2023, and also for the fact that, judging her from that overall quote, that she's worked with all of the different directors in the series, so she'll probably be appearing in a number of the different episodes, having worked with a number of the different actors as well, Jude Law and all of the kids as well. So far, we don't know what Jude Law leads the pack as a mere mysterious Force user. That has to mean a Jedi, but we'll find out. A lot of people are saying that he's an ex-Jedi. 4 kids are the beating heart of the overall story itself, though, however, and they're played by the talented Ravi Kobit Conyers, Kyra Crater, Robert Timothy Smith, and Ryan Armstrong. Overall, I myself am very much so anticipating and so excited about Skeleton Crew. It feels like it's such a long time coming at this point. I'm not entirely sure, but I want to say that they did reshoots actually like a couple of months ago, towards the latter of last year, maybe the beginning of this year. I could be totally wrong about that though, so let me know in the comments down below. But it feels like we've been talking and discussing about Skeleton Crew for the better half of almost 2 years, even though the official announcement wasn't until last year at Star Wars Celebration. Nonetheless, it feels like non-stop discussions about Skeleton Crew, its overall release, when it's going to be releasing. Hopefully, it seems that release is finally going to be by the tail end of this year. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been an official Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.